Hello fellow survivors, and welcome to some episode 5 shenanigans. This is a little snippet from a video I was working on, which I may or may not complete, where I basically had the idea that what if you can try and play through all of episode 5 without stopping, without looting anything other than main story related items. And I started doing this and it sounded quite easy because of how linear episode 5 is, but it turned out Perserverance Wilds and by extension Desperation Bay is quite hard to do without stopping or warming up. And I thought I'd show you how I tried to defeat Perserverance Wilds in one go. And I was going to perfect it and then make a whole video, a long one about defeating all of episode 5 without stopping. But I thought my attempt was kind of funny because I ran into some shenanigans and some goating and some exploits that I thought would be fun to share. Now I will start this video in Perseverance Wilds. I'm skipping everything that came before that was quite linear in Perseverance Mills. And also because there's more than one attempt in this video, you will hear me repeat some things because when I recorded it, the idea was that I would then glue together the successful segments as you would in this sort of challenge run. So you will hear me narrate a few things duplicately here and there, so please forgive that. And I hope you enjoy this silliness in Perseverance Wilds. Okay, enough said, let's get to it. Alright, let's see how this goes. Let's save it quickly. Got the wind against us, which is a bit unfortunate. So I think we should go get the constable first, then the waterfall. No, actually, we're not going to do that. We're going to get the other place. Well, I wonder if you can goat up. Yeah, can you do that? There with us as I'm exploring this. Get up here. Get up here, come on. Up, up, up. It looks like you can't. Would have been so good. But then you could just go this way. Don't think this achieves anything, but basically I want to go here and up on this path. The thing is actually over there. There it is, yeah. See if that can be done. Well, maybe it can be done. Ah. I guess it can be done. How about that? Shortcut galore. Let's go. Alright, let's, we have to make sure we try and avoid these timberwolves. This is the only place that has the timberwolves, so I think it should be okay. I think. We'll have to see. You know, I can throw matches at them, I guess. Let's see if we can hug the wall here as much as we can to avoid these timberwolves. And get up here, for example. You can, good. Well, you kind of can. Because then I can maybe sneak past them. That's the idea. They've already seen me. Can I get up here? Doesn't look like it, but we can go here. Let's try and stay as high as we can. Because then they can't reach me. La la la. Oh, I can't run now because I got a sprain. That's unfortunate. Do 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 do. Yeah, wolfies. Guess we can sleep in here then to get rid of the sprain. Sprains. This is one way to play episode 5. How stupid. Alright, let's see. I think we can just go down here, right? We don't need the key. Break the corpse.
How does this happen?
Yeah, good question. Now we have found the missing person. We can go back up here. And seeing as you know, we got a sprain, we might as well sleep, right? So we got 2 sprains. It takes 4 hours. But let's sleep 4 hours. That plan about not sleeping and ignore, obviously. There we go. It's getting dark, but that's okay. Blizzard. That's fun. It will stop eventually. I'm going to reset the spraying timer. There we are. Aggro broke. It didn't break. Well, I guess this is how you avoid Timberwolves. Ow. I can't take it up there. Go away, will you? This causing minor bruising. Bye, Timbies. Have fun. Okay, let's head to the constable. I took a lot of damage doing that, unfortunately. Let's see how long this meter goes on. And let's see if we can find all the corpses now before I die of hypothermia, basically.
It's too cold to think.
That's the hardest part of the whole game, probably, right there. Maybe that one in the environs. Okay, now the wolves are out. So we'll be a bit careful of that too. It's heavy snow, but that's going to dissipate for sure. So far, so good, except that I took a ton of damage from those Timberwolves. Which is a bit of a shame. Okay, here comes a Wolfie. As long as I keep my distance, it'll be okay. The environs will be really difficult.
He doesn't seem so crazy right now.
Let's see. They have changed this bridge that's up ahead in the patch notes. Let's see how that looks. I need to run because I need to not die of hypothermia. The rest doesn't matter because the meters will reset once the section ends. Oh, the Timberwolves are coming. Are you serious? They ran this whole way. Oh, wow. Look at that. Hello. That is unexpected, I guess. Can I just look at you? Yeah, I'm gonna look at you with my eyes and say like, hello. You're not allowed to attack me. Pesky Timberwolves, eh? Note to self, did the Timberwolves last next time? Haha. You can't cross. Of course, I'm gonna have a difficulty getting across as well, but that's a problem for future Zach. I can't believe they're still following me around, that they actually ran the whole way around the map just to get to me. That's hilarious. Okay, we're gonna find corpse number 2. Might have to do this in a different order if it's gonna be with that. The Timberwolves follow me around. I think I can get to the last corpse without dying, but the Timberwolves are in the way, so that's a problem. Not sure what to do about that exactly. We'll see. They're on the other side of the over here now. I don't have anything to get this wolf off with. That's a bit annoying. I think I'm gonna have to do this in a different order. Are the Timberwolves in the... They're in the river. I think they are in the river. That's hilarious. I'm gonna try something. This is stupid, but I'm gonna try. It worked. It worked.
Like something different.
It worked. So what I did, I tried to interact with the corpse before the wolf could attack me. That's what I did there. And it worked. Cancel the attack animation. The Timberwolves are bugging this out though, like it's causing FPS drops and all sorts of things. Yeah, now I'm having dehydration issues as well. So let's see. Oh, look at this. I hadn't been here before, actually. Can opener. But now I gotta go across again, and the Timberwolves are still after me, so that's fun. And there's no other way to get across. Other than the other bridge, of course. Let's see it. Well, they've left because I think they ran into the river. But they're gonna come back. I just have to get to the waterfall, basically. Gosh, this is goofy, isn't it? So where are the Timbies now, then, is the question. They're walking around there. Are they... So, it should be possible to get across there. It looks like they haven't seen me. They're walking back. Yeah, they are. Look, they're walking back. Let's try and keep it that way. Okay, never mind. Never mind. We're gonna go up here and then go down. Go. Oh wow. Okay, that's the end of that chapter. The ones that knew had to find me, they came back, and that ruined the whole thing. You stay there, I have a corpse to find. You're wrecking the whole thing, aren't you? Okay, so that's not gonna work. We're gonna do it one more time. Alright, disclaimer. This is attempt number 2. The reason being that the first attempt, I got timberwolves on me and they followed me the entire map. And it was a right shenanigan. They would just not leave me alone. And another problem is that there's a wolf guarding this corpse over here, but you can reach it regardless. I think also you have a blizzard coming in. But I think the best thing to do is to get the... You can actually goat up there. I was able to do it. It wasn't that hard. You can goat up there and take the shortcut to Dr. Larsen's body. I think it's Dr. Larsen anyway. It wasn't that hard. The problem was that once you did that, you got the Timberwolves on you, and then if you didn't break morale, they would follow you all the way around. They would follow you the entire map, which is just funny. And the problem with this constable body over here is that he's guarded by a wolf, and I don't have anything I can pick up to scare the wolf away with. But there is a way to fix that. I was able to do that too. But the Timberwolves just followed me the entire map, so I couldn't really do anything because of that. So therefore we have to improvise and do it in a different order. And I got the wind against me, which is a bit boring, but it is what it is. I'm gonna take a lot of cold damage here, but it's okay. As long as you can reach the bodies, it's fine. Over here there should be some wolves. There's one right there. It's going for a rabbit. I'll let him do that. We're going to cross and get the constable's body first. Okay, you eat your rabbit. We're going to go loot this, or not loot, but we're going to check out this corpse. I think the only 2 sections in the whole episode 5 that's going to be a little bit difficult with this particular challenge is this one and the Suzuki and Byron's. I think the rest can be done quite easily. Maybe the mine is a little tricky because you don't have much light. But I think that's about it. Now, I was thinking I should have rested before I left, but I'm going to try to do this without sleeping. But it might not be possible. Let's see. So here is the bridge. They changed this bridge since the last patch. So it should be a little bit easier to get back now. Which it is, but only barely so. There we go. We're going to find a constable first. We're just going to hope we don't die of hypothermia. Basically, if I can do this in like 20 minutes or something, then I'll be fine. But if it takes longer than that, then I'll die. So let's see if this can be done. I was going to take the shortcut, but that shortcut's more for the way back, I guess. So we got to find all 3 corpses without looting anything. Now, of course, when you loot the corpses, they also give you notes with clues. And the constable here tells you the clues where the others are. When I played the first time, I didn't realize that. I did in a completely different order. Well, that's neither here nor there. Okay, so here is a little bit complicated because this corpse has a wolf in front of it. Now this can be bypassed. I was able to do it earlier, so I'm going to show you how that's done. Basically, you got to interact with the corpse before the wolf can trigger the attack. So the way I did it was to go up here. And let's save, just in case. And I basically try to interact with the corpse right away. So let's just try that. Exactly like that. So you scare the wolf away. Did he run up here? He did, yeah. Okay, let's go around then. But the wolf got scared. When I did it last time, he didn't get scared. He just kind of wandered off. So because I had a suspicion that the game made you invulnerable when interacting with the corpse, which is more or less what happened. Basically, when you interact with it, it triggers this cutscene sort of thing, and the wolf is not allowed to attack you while that's happening. So it breaks aggro. So that's how you can do that without actually interacting with the wolf at all. You just kind of ignore the wolf. Hey wolf, get out of here, I'm a doctor, I gotta check out this corpse. Get out of here. And that's it. And now we gotta go to the waterfall. It's not too far, it's up there. I guess it's a little far, I suppose. I would like it, if possible, if I can have a little bit of sprint meter before the Timberwolves. There's only one area with Timberwolves, which is this one here, where the coastal body is. And if you have sprint, it's a little bit easier, but you can do it by goating on the sides of the mountain too. So here we're going to cross the bridge again, and we're going to head to the waterfall now. I don't think you can cross this way, can you? No. I thought maybe they changed it. Instead you gotta go this way. Hello? I did this earlier. There we are. There we go. Hypothermia is halfway there, so we might want to grab a little bit. As long as we're alive when we interact with the last corpse, we are good. We can warm up, of course. We could go to, say, the lookout tower. Warm up. I don't think it's necessary, though. But we could. Let's follow this road up here. And I could also sleep if I want to do that. Don't even need the bedroll. You can just sleep in house. I'm going to try and do this without sleeping at all. See if it's even possible. My first attempt at doing this was destroyed by Timberwolves. It just didn't work out. As long as I can get through this section, I think the rest of the episode should be alright. The environs will be a little tricky. We have to see how that goes. But that's about it, really. I might enter one of these houses just to give a brief warm-up. But I'm not gonna sleep. I'm not sure though. Is that necessary? How much does that really benefit me if I can't sleep? If I can sleep, I can just go into these houses and sleep. But because I'm not sleeping, I can just do this. We go straight ahead. It's just that they're all on opposite sides of the map. So here we are at the lake cabins. Over there is the bow by the destroyed house. It's a bunch of wolves. I'm going to go around them. And then after I got in the last corpse, I think I have to make a judgment call. Because actually hypothermia risk is really kicking in. That's not such a big deal. It's just that might die. You know, who knows. Mindful Basin. Let's save it here to see if, just in case, I have to backtrack. So here's where we get the bow, so it's nice to have that for future use. There's the waterfall over there. Let's just run a little bit. I think I should be able to get to the cabin even if I'm exhausted with the Timberwolves. Just as it's good if with the Timberwolves you're able to run a little bit. You can sneak past them too to a certain degree, but only so far. Here is the waterfall, this is the second body, and now we got to go afterwards all the way down to the coast. And that place is guarded by Timberwolves, which is a little tricky, but it should be okay. Now, when we get to the boat, also the ship later, then maybe we'll also need something. Because it's dark in there. I don't know if you can complete it without light, but we'll see. In any case, we're gonna get hypothermia soon. Here is terminal outflow. Here's where the corpse is. Interact with that too.
I can imagine getting lost and freezing to death in the night. But this... what the hell happened here?
Okay. 2 out of 3. Now we have to go all the way down here. Pretty far. But we'll do what we can. I do want to run, actually, and use my fatigue, because once you get hypothermia, I think your fatigue meter drains even faster, come to think of it. So you want to really get the ASAP, really, before hypothermia kicks in, because if it does, the sprint meter will deplete. So we have to see about that. Let's see, I think this is manageable, but it depends a little bit on how it goes with the Timberwolves, I think. That's what I think is going to be the issue here. We have the moose over here as well soon. That's fine. This area is the only sort of survival-y area of the whole of the episode. Desperation Bay, you could treat this one, but that's still pretty linear. So there's not much survival elements to it. There's a bear. That's about it, I guess. But here you have wolves, rabbits there, moose, and wolves. This area could easily be added to survival mode. Just do minor alterations, and you can just release this as a map. No problem. But the other ones, Desperation Bay and stuff like that, the environs, I'm not sure, they would have to be amended or combined into something. I don't think you can add the majority of the maps from episode 5 into survival mode without amending them and the lore. Like you might have to combine 2 maps that are from different places or something like that. They don't have to correspond with the story mode, because if you do, it's going to be very hard. The moose is down here somewhere. Okay, we're about halfway there, maybe a bit less than halfway, 1/3 maybe. There's that cabin over here, but the cabin's not going to give me any sort of respite. Health-wise, I think we're actually okay, even with getting hypothermia soon. I think we actually have enough health to get there. But the problem is that we're going to get killed by the Timberwolves, I think. We'll see though. There's the moose. You gotta go around the moose. We don't have long left now, but once we get hypothermia, which is very, very soon, we're gonna lose 40% health per hour, which means that I have roughly maybe 5. There we go. I have maybe 5 minutes now to complete this this part, which is going to be very hard. I think it can be done, but it depends on how much damage the Timberwolves do. If they don't do that much damage, it can be done. If they do a lot of damage, then I'm just dead. It just completely depends. So we're up to chance now. And now my fatigue is draining very rapidly. But I still think this could be done. Okay, so here we are. So now I will lose health very fast. But I still think we have enough health to get there. The problem is, again, the Timberwolves. Let's see what can be done here. No more running, just walking. At least there's no wind. But I do have a suspicion we have to stop and warm up a little bit in those cabins. Because we take so much damage on the cold. I think this is the only section where that's an issue because it's so long. All the other sections are continuously interrupted by some sort of cutscene indoors or something like that. So I think it should be okay. Alright, let's see, Astrid. Can you make it all the way there with hypothermia and timber wolves? Gonna be tricky, but we can try. We can try. If the timber wolves weren't following you around the whole map, I would say this was easy. You just go to this corpse first, but because they follow you everywhere, it doesn't really work. Let's see here. Oh, a little loading glitch then. So as I said, I think there is enough health to get there. The problem is timber wolves. Maybe it's just marginally too little health, we can see. I'll save it over here just in case, but I don't think it can be done. Well, we're gonna try. We won't know until we try. Let's see here. I think now it's around the corner. I can hear the coast. And if there's a blizzard, it wouldn't make a difference because the Timbies aren't afraid of blizzards. So here we are. There's the Timbies. There's the cabin over there. So let's save it right over here and just see what we can do. I think we might be dead. Yeah. Alright, let's see how this goes. I think we're just dead, but we can try. Let's try. So there is a way to goat here, actually. But I don't know if we have enough health for it, is the problem. So we go here. And we go up. Here. Across. That way you can start going. They've seen me already. Okay, well, it's fine. And you basically want to, doesn't matter if you get sprained, you can't run anyway. You basically want to hug the wall as much as possible so that your route to this cabin thingy is obstructed for them. Redlining. I'm dead. Actually got further than I thought. Let me try that part again. I think it might actually work. Try this. They haven't seen me. I don't know how they saw me actually. Let's see if it's possible to sneak past them here. You can climb up here. This will allow you to goat past some of them. They've seen me already, okay. So if you can goat past as much as possible, then they can't really chase you. So you can get up here maybe. I don't think you can get up here. Or maybe you can. Close enough. There's a sprain, but that's okay. Then we want to get up here. And even higher. And then goat here. The less interaction we have with the timber wolves, the better. The sprains don't really do any damage. It's just the actual cold, because I'm so cold. I'm actually avoiding most of the timber wolves. So we get the route here. And this is where I can't really avoid them anymore. But we can still avoid them here. Getting all the sprains. And these here are really close. All it takes now is one bite of one timber wolves. And we're dead. Plus actually the redlining in addition, so. You can do it, Astrid. You're tough. Come on, Astrid. You can do this. Get in there, Astrid. Trapdoor, trapdoor, trapdoor. Trapdoor is it. Oops. Yes.
Place.
Yes. Got it. I got it.
Happen?
Don't die in the cutscene now, Astrid.
I need to get one of these bodies.
Yes. Oh, and I got the achievement too. I got the
It's
achievement.
the only way I'll get in.
Oh. Oh, that was stressful.
I'd eat.
What do we?
Well, that's not what I would have expected.
She's still
honestly.
redlining. Isn't your meat is gonna
Larson was clearly onto something.
recharge?
Based on his notes and the question.
Really, be careful. I don't know what we'd do without your help.
It didn't fix the meters. Oh, I got 2 achievements at least. Alright, so big problem. We can't actually... I thought it would reset, but it doesn't. So that's a problem. We're gonna have to do it like this then. We're just gonna have to sleep. We're gonna get dehydrated, but sleep like 3 hours. It didn't even save. They were left it now. Load other. It doesn't even give me where I just was. Last one is actually here. The Timberwolves. Yeah, as if I'm gonna do that again. Oh, that's too bad. Okay, I think in order to do this challenge, we have to reassess a little bit. I think it can be done, but it has to be... I think you have to sleep while in Perserverance Wilds. Otherwise it can't be done because of the carryover to Desperation Bay. That would be my guess, at least. So I think I'm actually going to end this video here. I was going to just do the whole thing in one go. And I think it is possible to do it, but I think without sleeping... well, I think there's 2 ways to do it. One is to do it without sleeping, but you're allowed to loot. So you need to pick up things like coffee, for example. If you can pick up coffee, that's fine. Or you can do it with sleep, but without loot. Then it can be done, because even though you get hungry and dehydrated, you can sleep somewhere, like, for example, you could sleep in the lookout tower or the cabins by the lake, and you might take some hydration damage, but you'll refill your meters and warmth. So I think it can be done. Yeah, I think so. But it's a little tricky. I'm actually dying. Yeah, so I think I'm going to actually leave this video here, because I thought it was kind of funny what I tried to explore. So I think this will work by its own as its own little video, and we'll just go from there. And then I'll see whether I can, if I want to do the whole challenge or not. I must admit it was really fun to do it though. That was really funny. Thank you for watching for this little stunt, and I'm going to sit back and think about if this can be done and how, and we'll go from there. Thank you for watching, and hello Timberwolves. Bye bye.